A prophetic reversal is in motion. Archangel Michael says, your enemies are about to face what they send your way. Open this before it's too late. My beloved child, the air has shifted. Something unseen has begun to move. You might not notice it yet, but every energy once sent to harm you has started to turn, circling back to its sender. Archangel Michael's voice echoes in the unseen realm. Clear, commanding, unstoppable. He says the reversal has begun. There's a reason you're hearing this message, now. You've been under silent attacks, envy, betrayal, deceit, yet somehow you're still standing. That's not luck. That's divine protection in motion. Every night you couldn't sleep. Every tear you hid from others, they were all being counted. Heaven doesn't forget, my child. Justice is patient but never blind. Archangel Michael stands in armor that glows with the fire of truth. His sword isn't raised to destroy, but to restore. For too long, your enemies thought they had the final say. They celebrated your silence, mistook your kindness for weakness. But the celestial balance has reached its breaking point. A prophetic reversal is now unfolding. What they whispered against you will soon echo against them. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the pulse in your chest. A rhythm. It's not just your heartbeat. It's the signal of divine timing syncing with your destiny. Archangel Michael whispers, do not fear the storm. You are the calm within it. Your enemies built traps out of lies, but their hands are trembling now. The energy they released is returning, stronger, sharper, purified by divine justice. You won't need to fight back. The battle has already been claimed by heaven. This isn't revenge. This is balance. This is prophecy. And right now, it's turning in your favor. Something massive is about to be revealed. A truth they tried to bury is about to surface. Undeniable and loud. And when it does, you'll understand why every delay, every disappointment, every closed door was necessary. Because Archangel Michael wasn't late. He was strategic. He waited for the moment when reversal would hit hardest. Not to destroy you, but to announce you. You are about to step into a season of revelation. The kind that silences doubters and leaves even your enemies stunned. Stay alert, my beloved child. Listen to the spiritual vibration around you tonight. The reversal has already begun its motion. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child. Of the night has never been this alive. The universe is trembling softly like the hush before a thunderstorm because something colossal is taking shape. Archangel Michael's wings are stretched wide, brushing through realms of light and shadow, commanding a reversal no mortal can halt. You can almost sense it. Can't you? The strange stillness before the unveiling. That moment when the spiritual battlefield grows silent because the outcome has already been decided. You've walked through seasons of betrayal where smiles were masks and promises were poison. People you trusted watched you struggle, secretly praying for your fall. Yet every arrow they released pierced only the wind because unseen forces stood between you and destruction. Archangel Michael wasn't just protecting you. He was documenting everything. Every hidden plot, every whispered curse, every attempt to dim your light. All of it hanging recorded in divine memory. And now that record is being turned against its authors. Those who thought they could rewrite your destiny are about to watch it unfold exactly as heaven designed it. Their energy, their intent, their deceit, all are returning in mirrored form. The spiritual law of reversal is simple. What was meant for harm becomes the seed of restoration. What was stolen is returned sevenfold. What was mocked becomes magnified. You are stepping into a chapter where justice is not delayed but delivered. You might have felt drained lately. That's because Archangel Michael has been rearranging energies around you. The chaos, the sudden emotions, the unexpected memories resurfacing. None of it is random. It's cleansing. Before a storm clears the air, the clouds must first collide. You are not breaking down. You're being recalibrated. The frequency of your spirit is rising, lining with higher truth. Those who once resonated with darkness can no longer stand near you because your light exposes their shadow. In the unseen world, Archangel Michael has drawn a line. A radiant divide between what belongs to you and what no longer can touch you. The energy once aimed to destroy your peace will soon amplify it. The slander used to stain your name will turn into stories that elevate you. Every plot meant to close your path will instead open new ones. This isn't poetic justice as prophetic law. Heaven is rearranging the scales and your name is etched in the balance. Listen closely. Can you feel it? The reversal isn't loud. It doesn't roar. It moves in silence with precision. The people who hurt you won't even realize what's happening at first. They'll feel confusion, opportunities collapsing, relationships fading, blessings slipping through their hands. They won't understand that what they are facing isn't coincidence, it's consequence, divine consequence. And you, my beloved child, will rise in peace. No anger, no boding, no vengeance, holy still. Because those who walk under divine favor don't need to shout. Your glow is proof enough. When Archangel Michael steps forward, the noise of your enemies fades. You won't need to explain your truth. Life itself will testify for you. There's something you must remember tonight. The reversal is not punishment. It's correction. It's the divine order restoring symmetry to your story. The universe cannot sustain imbalance for too long. That's why everything is tilting now. What fell unjustly will be lifted. What was stolen in shadows will be returned in light. What ended abruptly will restart with purpose. Some of your enemies once laughed when you cried. They called your silence weakness. They celebrated your isolation, thinking heaven had forgotten you. But Archangel Michael was not silent because he was absent. He was silent because he was gathering power. He was watching the perfect moment when the scales of destiny could shift without resistance. And now that moment is unfolding before your very eyes. You will soon witness people who once stood against you suddenly exposed by their own words. Those who mocked your faith will crave the same peace they once ridiculed. Those who doubted your calling will realize they were never fighting you. They were fighting the divine hand behind you. This revelation will not come with fire or thunder, but with quiet awe. It will be undeniable. It will be final. In the days ahead, you'll notice small signs, sudden clarity, unexpected messages, doors reopening, synchronicities aligning. These aren't coincidences, they are confirmations. Archangel Michael is orchestrating each of them, reminding you that heaven's justice doesn't always scream. Sometimes it simply aligns everything into place. But don't rush it. The divine doesn't operate in your schedule. The reversal is already moving through invisible layers, cause and effect, intention and consequence, truth and exposure. Your task is only to stay grounded in faith. Keep your energy clean. Do not respond to provocations. Do not chase explanations. The reversal doesn't need your defense. It needs your surrender. As this process unfolds, remember to share light, not bitterness. When your story begins to rise again, when people see the reversal working in your life, use it to inspire others. Speak of the unseen justice, the quiet strength, the patience that kept you afloat when everything else sank. Because there are others right now in the same darkness you escaped, waiting for proof that faith still works. You will become that proof. And to everyone watching this message, if you've ever faced betrayal, injustice, or silent battles that no one saw, remember this. Heaven saw it all. Archangel Michael is not just the guardian of warriors, but the protector of hearts too pure to fight back. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Comment your faith. Subscribe to remind your spirit daily that divine timing is still real. The more you spread light, the faster darkness retreats. My beloved child, the prophetic reversal is in motion. Do not fear what's shifting. The same energy that once opposed you is now carrying you. You don't need to chase vengeance. Heaven has already declared victory. The sword of Michael shines not with anger but with truth. And truth never fails. Hold your peace. Keep your heart steady. Because soon those who doubted your resilience will speak your name with respect. And when that happens, you'll know. The reversal has completed its circle. Don't skip. My beloved child, a sacred shift is stirring within you tonight. You may not fully see it, but deep inside, something ancient and powerful is awakening. The very essence of who you were meant to be before fear, betrayal, and pain tried to silence your light. Archangel Michael's energy surrounds you right now, golden and electric, whispering through your spirit. Rise. You were never defeated, only delayed. Every time someone spoke against you, they unknowingly added fuel to your transformation. Their doubt became the spark that ignited your strength. The very storms meant to drown you have become the winds that will lift you higher. You are no longer the same soul that once cried in secret. You are the living proof that divine purpose cannot be buried. The prophetic reversal is not just happening around you. It's happening through you. Archangel Michael stands beside you as a shield, but also as a teacher. He is showing you that true justice begins when you no longer need validation. He says when they stop understanding you, it's because your frequency has outgrown their reach. You are not losing people. You are shedding vibrations. The silence that once felt like punishment is now becoming your power, because in that silence, heaven speaks. The energies that once drained you are now returning as waves of clarity. You will begin to see faces and situations differently. The hidden motives, the invisible patterns, the unspoken truths. This isn't paranoia. It's revelation. You are awakening to see beyond illusion. Every closed door, every rejection, every delay now reveals its true meaning. Divine redirection. Archangel Michael does not deny you what you desire. He delays it until it aligns with your highest timeline. You've been walking a narrow path between who you were and who you are becoming. At times, it's felt lonely, confusing, even unfair. But in the space between endings and beginnings, the most sacred magic happens. That's where transformation hides. Not in the noise of success, but in the quiet struggle of persistence. Heaven builds warriors in silence. Archangel Michael have been training your spirit not for survival, but for leadership. You will soon guide others out of the same darkness that once held you captive. Every wound you've healed becomes a life for someone still trapped in theirs. This is the divine exchange. Your pain is never wasted. It becomes someone else's freedom. There's something Archangel Michael wants you to understand tonight. Your enemies didn't just attack you. They exposed themselves. Their intent revealed their true nature. And while they were busy underestimating your power, you were busy growing it. That's the reversal they never saw coming. They thought you'd stay silent forever, unaware that silence was your preparation. You were gathering wisdom, collecting strength, mastering discernment. Now the season of silence is ending, and your voice will carry the thunder of truth. But remember, my beloved child, your rise is not for revenge. It's for revelation. You are not here to prove anyone wrong. You are here to prove divine timing right. Archangel Michael is preparing a platform not built by human hands but by unseen purpose. When you step into it, everything that once seemed confusing will suddenly make sense. There will be moments in the coming days when you'll feel sudden bursts of emotion, tears, laughter, exhaustion, restlessness. Don't resist them. These are spiritual contractions before a divine birth. Your soul is expanding into its next form. You're shedding energetic residue from past pain. Let it leave you. The more you release, the lighter your spirit becomes and the faster the reversal manifests. You spent too long trying to explain your heart to people committed to misunderstanding you. Stop doing that. You were never meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to be recognized by destiny. And destiny doesn't debate. It confirms. Soon confirmation will come in ways you can't ignore. Unexpected favor, divine connections, financial breakthroughs, sudden inner peace. The season will feel like acceleration. Everything that was once stagnant will suddenly move. The reversal isn't only about enemies facing consequences, it's about you stepping into alignment. When heaven clears your path, the very energy that once blocked you begins to carry you forward. Don't be surprised when old obstacles vanish. When new opportunities appear without explanation, that's not coincidence, that's orchestration. Archangel Michael whispers, stay humble, but stay aware. The same people who mocked your faith will soon seek your wisdom. The ones who dismissed your dreams will ask how you made them real. When that moment arrives, don't respond with pride. Respond with grace. Because grace is the signature of divine victory. And to you listening right now, if this message feels like it's speaking directly to your spirit, it is. You didn't stumble upon this. You were guided here. Archangel Michael has chosen this moment to remind you that you are divinely protected and that nothing sent to destroy you will ever succeed. The reversal isn't coming. It's already in motion. But now you must play your part. Share this light. Spread this message, comment what you're claiming today. Subscribe so that your faith never fades amid the noise. Every act of light amplifies the reversal's reach. You are not just receiving the message. You are becoming part of it. The collective energy of those who believe fuels the restoration of justice across unseen realms. So lift your head, straighten your back. The universe bends in your favor when your heart aligns with truth. You have endured enough to earn the grace that is now unfolding. Your enemies wrote endings, but heaven wrote resurrection. Archangel Michael stands at your side, his sword drawn, his eyes blazing with light, declaring over your life that every curse has expired, every weapon has failed, and every chain has broken. You are not forgotten. You are being fortified. And now the world will witness the rise of a soul that refused to surrender. Stay till the end. My beloved child, the light is shifting again. You might feel it even now. That strange mix of calm and anticipation wrapping around your soul. It's the sign that divine exposure has begun. What was once hidden in the shadows is being dragged into the open, and the truth, pure, undeniable truth, is finally taking its place. Archangel Michael stands tall, his sword gleaming with celestial light, cutting through layers of deception that have clouded your path for too long. This is the moment heaven hath been preparing you for. The prophetic reversal has reached a stage where justice no longer whispers. It declares, the same mouths that once spoke against you are now, trembling under the weight of their own words. Lies are collapsing under their own contradictions. Secrets that were buried deep are surfacing like thunder from below. You don't need to lift a finger. The universe itself is exposing what once thrived in darkness. Archangel Michael doesn't just protect. He reveals. He shines light so intense that dissection can no longer breathe. And those who conspired against your peace are now feeling the pressure of the very energy they released. For years, you may have wondered why truth took so long to appear. You questioned your worth, your intuition, even your prayers. But heaven delays exposure not out of neglect, but out of precision. Divine justice arrives only when all pieces are in place. When no escape remains for the deceitful and when you are strong enough to witness the truth without breaking. You've reached that point now. What once hurt you will no longer shake you. You've outgrown the pain that once controlled you. And that is why the light is now unveiling everything. Archangel Michael whispers, the masks are cracking. You'll begin to see people differently. Not through the lens of your heart, but through the lens of truth. Their intentions, their energy, their hidden envy, it will all stand bare before you. You don't need confrontation. You need awareness. The greatest revenge is revelation. Because once truth is seen, illusion loses its power. Those who deceived you built their strength on your trust. But now the trust has turned into divine testimony. Evan saw what they did in private, and now the truth is echoing publicly. You might notice strange shifts. People acting distant, nervous, or suddenly trying to reconnect. Don't be confused. The energy has reversed and they can feel it. Where once they held control, they now feel the pull of consequence. The same vibration that shielded you now exposes them. Every false alliance is dissolving. Every fake smile is fading. And every weapon formed in the dark is rusting in the light of truth. The prophetic reversal is not about punishment. It's about purification. Archangel Michael is cleansing your atmosphere, removing anyone who cannot travel with you into your destiny. Some departures will sting, but they are sacred. You cannot heal in the same space where you were once wounded. When people leave suddenly, thank them in silence. Their absence is proof that heaven has finished its work through them. But this isn't just about people. It's about everything: situations, places, habits, even thoughts. The exposure reaches every corner of your life. The illusions you once believed in are crumbling because truth demands a new foundation. Your perspective is being elevated. Your discernment sharpened. You are learning to sense energy beyond words. To recognize what's genuine before it speaks, and to walk away without guilt when something no longer resonates. This stage of reversal is delicate. My beloved child, the temptation will be to speak, to prove, to justify. But Archangel Michael says, be still, the truth speaks louder than your defense. You are being instructed to let silence do the work. Silence carries divine authority when spoken at the right moment. Those who once dismissed you will start to question everything they believe about you. And when they finally see the truth, it won't be because you shouted. It will be because heaven revealed it. Every exposed lie is creating space for new blessings. You cannot build greatness on false ground. That's why the universe is stripping away everything that doesn't belong. Your destiny is too sacred to rest upon deceit. The chaos you see now is not destruction. It's divine construction. The walls are shaking because heaven is remodeling your story. As you move through this season, remember to stay anchored in peace. Don't let bitterness take root. Forgive not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing yourself from their energy. When you forgive, you break the last tie that connects you to their control. Archangel Michael is cutting cords right now, freeing you from emotional chains you didn't even know you carried. And if you find yourself doubting whether you're strong enough, remember this. You survived battles that would have broken others. You endured betrayal and still chose kindness. You faced loss and still chose faith. You've already proven your strength. Now it's time to watch heaven prove its promise. Something extraordinary is about to unfold. A message, a meeting, or a moment is coming that will confirm everything you felt in your spirit. It will be heaven's way of saying you were never crazy for believing. You were chosen for waiting. When it happens, your peace will be louder than any explanation could ever be. And to those hearing this message right now, share it. Comment your faith. Subscribe to keep your spirit connected to light. When you share light, darkness loses its grip a little more. You never know whose heart is waiting for these words, whose soul is craving this reminder. You might be the vessel that carries someone's divine confirmation tonight. My beloved child, stand tall. The exposure is not your ending. It's your emergence. Every hidden truth revealed is clearing your way toward elevation. Archangel Michael has declared over your life. No weapon, no whisper, no light can block what's destined for you. You are walking into divine visibility. The same light that exposes others will now reveal your greatness. The same truth that humbled your enemies will announce your arrival. You are stepping into a season where silence will roar and justice will shine. The reversal is no longer a prophecy. It's your present. Hold your peace, lift your eyes, and walk forward. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child. Take a deep breath and listen closely. The air itself carries a new vibration around you like a heartbeat pulsing through the universe. At rhythm is the sound of divine restoration. The prophetic reversal has entered its most miraculous phase, the return of everything that was taken, delayed, or denied. Archangel Michael is not just protecting you now. He is reclaiming what rightfully belongs to you. Every piece of your peace. Every fragment of your joy, every blessing that seemed lost in time, it's all being drawn back to you like rivers returning to the sea. You might not see it yet, but it's already in motion. The energy that once flowed away from you has turned around. Every prayer you whispered through tears has become a magnet, calling your blessings home. The losses you endured were never permanent. They were strategic pauses in the divine timeline. Heaven allowed subtraction only to prepare for multiplication. Archangel Michael stands in the middle of this grand restoration. His sword cutting away all spiritual blockages that have delayed your destiny. He whispers through the winds, "You will recover all." And when he says all, he means everything. Relationships that ended unjustly will be replaced by ones grounded in truth. Opportunities you missed because of betrayal will reappear, stronger and more aligned. The finances that slipped through your fingers will flow back, multiplied. The time you thought was wasted will suddenly bear fruit. Nothing was lost. It was merely relocated, waiting for this sacred season of return. There's a law in heaven that can never be broken. What's ordained for you cannot permanently belong to another. It might have been borrowed by circumstances or held hostage by deceit, but it was never theirs to keep. Now that Archangel Michael has sounded the call, everything with your name on it is finding its way back. The prophetic reversal ensures that no effort you made in faith will go unrewarded. The seeds you planted in pain are now blooming in divine timing. My beloved child, restoration doesn't always come in the way you expect. Sometimes it returns through unfamiliar doors, people you never thought would help, opportunities that seem random, miracles that arrive quietly. Do not reject unexpected blessings because they don't look like the past. Archangel Michael is rebuilding your life with upgraded materials. What's coming back is not the same as what was taken. It's stronger, purer, elevated. You are about to experience something that will make you pause in awe. A moment so divine that you will know heaven intervene. It could be a long, awaited message, a breakthrough at the edge of despair, or a sudden realization that every delay was divine direction. Archangel Michael's energy is rearranging timelines, pulling hidden blessings out of the shadows. You may even feel sudden urges to revisit an old idea, a forgotten dream, or a vision you gave up on. That's not coincidence. It's activation. The same spirit that reversed the energy of your enemies is now reversing the tide of your life. Where there was scarcity, abundance flows. Where there was rejection, favor opens doors. Where there was grief, joy begins to bloom. This is the stage of divine compensation. Heaven's way of balancing your story. You cried when no one cared, but now those tears are turning into testimonies. Archangel Michael is ensuring that nothing you endured will be wasted. The return won't just be physical. It will be emotional and spiritual too. The confidence that betrayal stole will rise again. The hope you buried under disappointment will breathe again. Even your laughter will sound different, freer, louder, untouched by fear. You are stepping into a version of yourself that remembers the pain but no longer identifies with it. The scars will remain, but they will no longer ache. They will remind you of how far divine hands have carried you. There's a message in your spirit right now. Something Archangel Michael wants you to hold close. Do not chase what's already returning. The energy of desperation repels blessings, but faith magnetizes them. You don't need to run after restoration. You need only to stay aligned, grateful, and expectant. Heaven moves faster when your heart is steady. Every day you remain calm. You quicken the reversal. And yes, others will notice. The same people who once doubted you will soon be the ones saying, "How did this happen so fast?" They'll see your glow before you even explain your growth. That's the mark of divine restoration. It doesn't ask for permission. It simply manifests. Your rise will not be loud or dramatic. It will be steady and undeniable. You'll walk into rooms where once you were ignored and the very air will shift in your favor. My beloved child, do not underestimate what is unfolding. You are entering a cycle where everything begins to connect. Every delay, every heartbreak, every lesson, you'll see how perfectly orchestrated your path was. How every deer led you closer to your destiny. Archangel Michael is turning your story into a testimony that will strengthen others. The people who hear your journey will find hope in their darkest nights because your rise will prove that faith never fails. There will be nights when you feel overwhelmed by how quickly things change. Take those moments to breathe and thank Heaven for every unseen battle fought on your behalf. Gratitude is the fuel that sustains restoration. When you give thanks for what's returning, you multiply its flow. Even now, as you listen, say silently, "I receive what is mine in divine timing." The declaration is powerful. It activates heaven's next move. If this message stirs something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Comment what you're claiming back and subscribe so that your spirit stays tuned to divine truth. Your act of sharing may be the sign someone else was waiting for. Every time light is spread, Archangel Michael strengthens the reversal in the collective. What's restored in you awakens restoration in others. The time for sorrow is ending. Year of divine return has begun. You are not waiting and immort, you are receiving. The hands that once trembled in prayer will soon hold blessings overflowing with grace. The season of loss is over. My beloved child, Archangel Michael has declared it. What was taken will be returned, and what was broken will be rebuilt in glory. The prophetic reversal is no longer just a promise. It's unfolding in real time. You are walking in it. You are living proof that heaven restores what the world tried to steal. So lift your heart, stand in gratitude, and watch how every void begins to overflow. Don't skip, my beloved child. The night before victory always feels the heaviest. You might sense a strange tension around you. A mix of exhaustion, anticipation, and something sacred brewing in the unseen. That's because the final confrontation is near. The battle between light and shadow, between what was sent to harm you and what was always meant to protect you, has reached its peak. Archangel Michael stands ready, his sword glowing brighter than ever before, cutting through the last cords of darkness that still linger around your destiny. The prophetic reversal is now entering completion. And with it comes the final cleansing. The moment when everything false must bow before truth. This is the part where many give up, thinking the chaos means defeat. But my beloved child, the storm always roars the loudest right before it dissolves. What you feel now, the fatigue, the strange resistance, the sudden doubts are the final echoes of old energy trying to survive. The forces that once thrived on your fear are desperate because they can feel their time ending. They know that once the reversal locks in, there's no returning to how things used to be. You've crossed into a higher spiritual frequency and no shadow can follow you there. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the trembling, for it is the sign of chains breaking. Every shaking moment, every emotional surge, every strange dream or sudden memory, it's all part of the purge. Heaven is clearing your path completely. Old attachments, false promises, and invisible ties that once strained you are being severed. The people who suddenly turn cold or distant aren't betraying you. They are being redirected out of your timeline. Your story is entering a phase where only truth can remain. The reversal is no longer about justice alone. It's about purification. You might wake up one morning soon and feel lighter even before anything changes physically. That's the spiritual release. The exact moment Archangel Michael finishes removing the last traces of interference. You will feel clarity rushing in as if the fog that once surrounded your decisions suddenly lifts. That's not your imagination. That's heaven saying it is done. Every lie told about you is being replaced with revelation. Every curse whispered against you is being rewritten into blessings. Every delay is being compensated by acceleration. You are entering a divine flow where everything moves effortlessly, guided not by effort but by alignment. The prophetic reversal has turned into divine movement, unstoppable, undeniable, unforgettable. But before the light fully settles, the shadows will make one last attempt to distract you. There might be sudden temptations to react, to argue, to defend yourself, or to fall into old patterns. Don't do it. The moment you respond to chaos, you reopen doors heaven already closed. Archangel Michael is asking you to remain silent, steady, and focused. Let the storm scream. Your stillness is its defeat. When you refuse to react, you prove that you've already won. The final confrontation is not fought with words or anger. It's won with presence. When you remain calm, you anchor divine power into the moment. That's why your peace is so threatening to darkness, because it means you're unshaken. The forces that once fed off your fear now starve in your silence. You've become too radiant for their reach. Soon you'll begin to notice the shift outside you matching the peace within. Things that once resisted you will start to flow smoothly. Situations that once drained you will resolve effortlessly. People who once ignored you will suddenly remember your worth. The divine reversal doesn't just change circumstances. It alters perception. You're stepping into a season where favor becomes your language. You won't need to chase opportunity. Opportunity will chase you. Archangel Michael stands at the gates of your destiny, guarding every entrance. Nothing false will pass through. Only what's aligned, sacred, and true will remain. That's why so much is being stripped away. You're not losing. You're being refined. You are shedding the weight of old versions of yourself, making space for the divine identity you were always meant to embody. The same energy that once caused pain will now fuel purpose. The same people who doubted your strength will become witnesses to your rise. And to you listening now, hold faith. If this message finds you in a season of uncertainty, know that you are not standing still. You are standing at the doorway of transformation. A prophetic reversal has carried you here, not to leave you trembling, but to lead you into triumph. The enemy's power lies only illusion. Once you see through it, it collapses, and right now, Archangel Michael is opening your spiritual eyes wider than ever before. You will recognize truth instantly. You will discern intentions clearly. You will walk with a confidence that even darkness cannot explain. But don't forget, my beloved child. Your light is contagious. There are others lost in their storms, waiting for a sign that heaven still fights for them. Be that sign. Share this message. Comment what you're claiming victory over. Subscribe not just for yourself, but for the unseen collective rising with you. When one light shines, it encourages others to burn brighter. Together, you amplify the reversal across hearts, homes, and timelines. Every word of faith you speak releases energy into the universe that pushes darkness further away. So speak life into your future. Declare over yourself tonight. Everything meant for my harm is turning for my good. I am not falling, I am rising. Those words carry the vibration of truth, and heaven responds instantly. Archangel Michael fights hardest for those who stand in faith even when they can't see the outcome. The final confrontation is not just about victory. It's about legacy. What you overcome now will echo through generations. You are breaking patterns that once bound your ancestors. You are opening doors that your lineage could only dream of. When you stand firm, you don't just secure your destiny. You will write your entire bloodline's spiritual future. Archangel Michael smiles upon that truth because your obedience becomes someone else's freedom. So hold your ground, beloved one. You've made it through the darkness, through betrayal, through isolation, and through silence. The reversal is complete. The restoration is secure. And now the light within you will illuminate everything around you. Heaven is applauding your endurance. The battle was fierce, but the outcome is divine. You are the living abundant of grace under fire, of peace under pressure, of faith unshaken. The shadow is bowing. The light is victorious. The prophetic reversal is sealed. Archangel Michael lowers his sword. Not in surrender, but in triumph. Because your enemies have finally faced what they sent, and your destiny stands untouched, radiant, and eternal. Something huge is waiting for you, my beloved child. The air feels lighter now, doesn't it? That heaviness that once sat on your chest has begun to fade, replaced by something softer. A quiet certainty that you have crossed a threshold few ever reach. The reversal has done its work. The storm has cleared. And now heaven prepares to crown you with something greater than victory. Anointing. Archangel Michael stands beside you. His wings no longer raised for battle, but folded in reverence. The fight was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to reveal you. What rises from the ashes now is not the same soul that entered the fire. You have been refined, purified, and chosen. You may have noticed it already. That glow when you look in the mirror, that stillness in your spirit even when life stirs around you. It's not imagination, it's anointing. Heaven has marked you in ways the world can't explain. The energy that once drew attacks now draws alignment. Where once your light threatened others, now it attracts those meant to walk beside you. Archangel Michael whispers. The season of warfare ends and the season of wisdom begins. You have earned your peace. This is the part where the divine begins to rebuild. Not from what was broken but from what survived. The rubble of your past becomes sacred foundation for your future. Every heartbreak that tried to hollow you out has made space for divine grace to fill you. Every closed door that once made you question your worth has now become proof that heaven's redirection was protection. The anointing of the chosen is never random. It is crafted through every tear, every disappointment, every lonely night that taught you to depend on unseen strength. You are now entering a phase of quiet authority. You will not need to prove yourself anymore. Your presence will speak before your words do. The same people who once dismissed you will pause when you enter the room, not out of fear, but out of recognition. They will sense the divine around you. Archangel Michael's light surrounds you like an armor of peace, untouchable, unbreakable, undeniable. This is not arrogance. It's spiritual confirmation. You have become a vessel for something bigger than yourself. But with anointing comes responsibility. The reversal was not just for your freedom. It was for your purpose. You were not spared only to rest. You were spared to serve. There are souls waiting for the sound of your story. People trapped in the same shadows you once escaped will find hope through your testimony. You are now a carrier of light, a messenger of mercy. Archangel Michael reminds you to be chosen is not to be superior, but to be surrendered. Every miracle you've received is an invitation to lift others. And as you begin this new season, you'll start to see signs, divine alignments that confirm your calling, strangers offering unexpected help, opportunities appearing from nowhere, dreams that feel like instructions. These are not coincidences. They are divine coordinates guiding you into the next chapter of your destiny. Pay attention to the whispers that follow peace. Heaven speaks softly when you're finally ready to listen. The noise of chaos is gone. Now clarity reigns. My beloved child, the sky before you is beginning to change color. Look closely. The darkness that once wrapped around your world is fading, giving way to the first quiet light of a new dawn. This isn't just a sunrise. It's a spiritual awakening, a divine rebirth. The reversal has done its work. The battle has been fought. The anointing receive it. And now heaven opens the gates to a future that has been waiting patiently for you. Archangel Michael stands on the edge of this horizon, watching with a fierce, gentle pride as you step into a season where nothing will ever be the same again. The night was long, but it taught you how to see. You learned to find light, not by sight, but by faith. You learned that silence is not absence and that delay is not denial. You discovered how to stand when everything tried to push you down. And now that same endurance that carried you through your hardest nights becomes the foundation for your new reality. This dawn is the reward for every unseen tear, every prayer whispered in exhaustion. Every time you chose love instead of anger, the universe is rearranging itself to reflect your growth. You are no longer being tested, you are being trusted. It is the difference between those who beg for blessings and those who embody them. Archangel Michael has placed a seal of divine authority upon your path. Where you once sought validation, now you radiate certainty. Where you once questioned your worth, now you walk in purpose. This transformation isn't something the world gave you. It's something heaven grew inside you. The new dawn brings with it divine connections. People of light, pure intentions, souls who resonate with your truth. They will recognize your energy before they even know your story. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The universe is aligning you with allies, mentors, and companions who will help you carry the weight of your purpose. The isolation of the previous season won punishment. It was preparation. You had to walk alone so you could hear heaven's instructions without interference. Now the time of gathering has come. You will also notice that things begin to flow more easily. What once felt like constant resistance will start to feel effortless. The reason is simple. You are no longer moving against divine timing. You are moving with it. The doors that open now will require no force. The opportunities that arrive will not demand you to shrink or compromise. You will no longer chase what's meant for you because what's meant for you has already recognized you. The frequency of your spirit is now in full alignment with your destiny. Archangel Michael's light shines around you, not as armor this time, but as illumination. He no longer needs to fight for you because darkness no longer dares to approach you. His sword now points forward, guiding your steps rather than defending them. He whispers, "You are no longer surviving. You are leading." That's the true mark of transformation. When the student becomes the guardian, when the wounded becomes the healer, when the broken become the bridge for others to cross, the rise of this new dawn will feel surreal at first. You'll have moments when you pause and ask, "Is this really my life?" And heaven will smile, whispering, "Yes, and this is only the beginning." You'll wake up with peace where there used to be anxiety. You'll feel gratitude before you even check what's next. The simplest things, sunlight through your window, the quiet hum of morning, a kind word from a stranger will feel divine. Because now you see everything through awakened eyes. You have learned that miracles are not always dramatic. Sometimes they are simply the moments you once took for granted. But even in your new dawn, stay grounded. The light you carry will attract both seekers and shadows. Some will come to grow, others will come to take. Do not fear either. The anointing you carry now knows the difference. Archangel Michael will nudge your spirit when something doesn't feel right. Listen to that inner voice. It is your direct line to heaven. You don't need to explain your intuition. Just honor it. It's the language of your new reality. My beloved child, the journey that began in shadows now ends beneath a sky so bright it feels like heaven itself has descended to witness your victory. You've walked through fire and silence, through betrayal and revelation, through the storm and into the stillness. You have faced both your enemies and your inner doubts. And yet here you stand, whole, radiant, and unshakably free. The prophetic reversal is complete. Every force that once stood against you has been reversed. Every lie has been unraveled and every injustice has been rewritten in your favor. Now Archangel Michael approaches one last time, not as a warrior, but as a guardian sealing the light within you forever. He stands before you, his eyes like burning sapphire filled with compassion and power. The air trembles with divine energy as he whispers, "You have fulfilled your part of the prophecy. You have endured and now you are crowned." His hand rises and the sword that once cut through darkness now blows with golden fire. With one gentle motion, he draws a circle of light around you. A seal that no darkness can break. It's the eternal mark of protection, ensuring that from this moment on, every battle bows before your name. The energy hums through your veins. Not as burden, but as peace. You are no longer the one who pleads for miracles. You are the miracle. The same heavens that once defended you now celebrate you. You have become a vessel of divine balance. Proof that faith outlasts chaos. That truth always finds its way through deceit and that love remains undefeated even when surrounded by hate. Archangel Michael smiles softly, for this is the purpose of every storm. Not to destroy the chosen but to awaken them. And now fully awakened, you stand as a beacon of what happens when heaven's timing meets human perseverance. This final chapter isn't about endings, my beloved child. It's about continuance. The reversal was never a single event. It was a divine realignment that will keep flowing through your life generation after generation. The protection you've gained doesn't end with you. It extends outward, wrapping around your loved ones, your home, your legacy. You are the bridge between what was broken and what will now be whole. Every choice you make from this day forward carries light. Every step you take will leave a trail of healing for others to follow. You'll notice a strange calm now. Not silence, but harmony. The world around you will respond differently because you have changed the frequency of your being. Where once you felt conflict, you'll now find flow. Where once you saw delay, you'll now sense direction. The divine no longer needs to prove itself to you. It moves with you. Every day becomes a prayer in motion. Every word you speak a vibration of creation. Archangel Michael's presence will always hover near. Not to fight your battles, but to walk beside you as you create peace. There will still be challenges in life. But they will no longer carry the power to harm you. You will meet them with wisdom, not fear. You will see through deception instantly. Hear truth in the silence and move with precision, guided by intuition. Heaven's voice will be your constant companion. This is what the eternal seal means. Unbroken connection. You are never alone again because the realm of light now recognizes you as one of its own. Archangel Michael says, your story will echo. And indeed, it will. Long after this moment, others will speak of how you stood through what should have ended you. They will marvel at how your peace remained while chaos surrounded you. Some will seek your advice, others your presence, but all will feel your energy. You have become a living testament that divine justice is real, that the universe remembers, and that those who walk in truth are never forgotten. The reversal wasn't a return of luck. It was the fulfillment of divine law. Now, lift your gaze. Look at the horizon once more. Do you see it? The dawn has fully arrived, and the light no longer flickers. It glows with permanence. The universe itself bends to your rhythm. You no longer walk toward destiny. You walk as destiny. Every dream you nurture will now bear fruit without struggle because your heart beats in alignment with creation. The lessons of pain have become the language of wisdom. And the memory of loss has transformed into the melody of purpose. This is the moment to give thanks, not for the battles, but for the endurance that carried you through them. Gratitude is the final key that locks the reversal in place. As you whisper your thankfulness into the air, know that heaven hears it as a song and the universe rearranges itself in response. Your gratitude becomes a force, ensuring that abundance, peace, and clarity flow to you endlessly. And now, my beloved child, as this divine message comes to a close, remember this truth. You are not ending a chapter. You are beginning in Europe. You are stepping into the eternal rhythm of creation where light answers to your call. Walk in kindness, lead with wisdom, and never forget the power within you. The same Archangel Michael who fought for you will now walk beside you as an eternal companion. Guarding your path, guiding your purpose, and reminding you daily of who you truly are. A chosen vessel of divine reversal, redemption, and radiance. Take this as your declaration. I am aligned. I am protected. I am restored. I am free. Speak it with conviction. For those words seal what heaven has already decreed. The journey is fulfilled. The prophecy is complete. Light is eternal. My beloved child, walk forward. The universe is open before you and all of it is yours.